Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, before I get into this video, a couple things I wanted to talk about. First of all, being that I grew up here in South Florida. As you guys can be seeing in every video, you can love me, you can hate me. I'm just a kid from Dania. I live in Dania. Grew up in Dania. I love South Florida. I wasn't born in South Florida, but I'm a South Floridian to the core. And as you guys know, if you've been watching the news, they had the Fort Lauderdale airport shooting. So my heart goes out, prayer goes out to all the family members and friends affected by the deaths and injuries of the Fort Lauderdale shooting. You know, the Fort Lauderdale airport is not too far from where I live, so it's definitely disheartening to hear, but it's not surprising. It's kind of a sign of the times where we're at in the world. So hopefully, God can just cover those who lost their lives and those who've been affected by it. But anyway, outside of that, boxing talk, you know, Erislandy Lara is fighting here in South Florida next Friday. That'll be the day before James DeGale versus Badu Jack. He's taking on Yuri Foreman. It's a fight where he's fighting someone who's overmatched. But as per usual, when Lara fights anywhere, whether it's Miami or wherever, his manager and himself, they begin to talk about Golovkin. They begin to attach their name to Golovkin so that people on Boxing Scene and Ring Magazine and Boxing News 24, all the boxing websites, boxing media, you know, True School Sports, YouTube channels, they begin to make videos about it, and you know, so it works for him. But he's beginning to call out Golovkin again. But as if you're really informed, as you would know, they really don't want the fight. You know, you can go on. In fact, I have the two interviews right here queued up. One from the Boxing Voice, one from Dante's Boxing Nation. Now, in the Boxing Voice one, Louis DeCubas Jr., Lara's manager, says that Lara is contractually obligated to fight. He isn't contractually obligated to fight Golovkin on. Oh no, he said Golovkin. Lara is contractually obligated to fight on Showtime, and then another interview with Dante, he says he'll fight him anywhere, but then other one they say he'll only fight him on Showtime. So with that being said, you know, there was a lot of inconsistencies from what they were saying and what they, you know, the only consistent thing that Lara and his manager have been doing is just been calling out Golovkin whenever he fights so they can get more publicity. But we're gonna play both of them, and then I'll give you my take on it from there. So the first one we're gonna play is actually going to be his interview with Dante's Boxing Nation, where he says that they were willing to make the fight on HBO and cross over to HBO and make the fight. So here's what Louis DeCubas said in regards to a Lara Golovkin fight on HBO.
You being a manager, you could clear this up as well, because I hear some fans saying they're trying to defend Golovkin and they say there's no way Golovkin can fight Lara because he's with HBO and Lara's with PBC or Al Heyman. Clear that up. Can that fight?
I mean, look, like I always tell people, look, if Mayweather Pacquiao was made, any fight can be made, and Golovkin's not bigger than Mayweather, he's not bigger than Pacquiao. You know, so if that fight was made, any fight can be made. Lara has no problem. You know, you fight on HBO, you fight on PBC. You know, and it really doesn't matter where the fight takes place. The important part is the fight takes place. And it could be on HBO if they want it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, Lara's willing to give it to him, you know, wherever they're willing to accept it.
All right, so there you have it. You know, he says right there, they're willing to get Golovkin the fight wherever, HBO, PBC, Showtime, wherever. Just make the damn fight. That's kind of the mentality he approached Dante with in that interview. So now, months later, this is what he said in regards to a Golovkin fight.
Louis DeCubas Jr. Obviously, I put out the interview, and the question is, why hasn't Team Lara contacted K2? Why can't you guys contact them? If you're calling them out, why can't you submit an offer?
Well, we can submit an offer, but he's got a contract with HBO, and if he wants to get an offer from us, he's going to be fighting on Showtime, where Lara, you know, has made his career and done his career. So we're not contractually obligated to nobody. They are. And if that's what they want to do, we'll make the offer and we'll fight him on Showtime.
But if you're not contractually obligated, why would the fight have to be on Showtime?
Well, if he's getting the offer from us, you know, then we want to fight where Lara's been built.
Yes,
yes. And if they're going to make the offer,
then Lara would go to
HBO and fight where he was built.
Perfect.
Alright, so there you have it. One minute they're saying they'll fight on HBO, PBC, wherever, and then the next minute they're saying that you know, they're not contractually obligated, and they're not going to submit an offer. But if they do fight, it's going to be on Showtime because that's where Lara's been built. That's a bogus excuse. And every time Lara fights, you know, I like Lara. I think he's a good boxer. Definitely skilled, but he's gotten to the point in his career where he's been getting rested on his laurels. He'll fight the Anzevics of the world. He'll fight the Yuri Formans of the world. Get paid pretty nicely for fighting easy, overmatched opponents like that in highly casino in front of, you know, a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 people. Who knows? And he's okay with that, you know. But let's not prance around. Let's not act like you that you really wanted to fight Golovkin. Maybe Lara, deep in his heart, wanted to fight Golovkin, but maybe his team didn't. You just don't know these things in boxing. But the appearance I'm getting from Louis Tacubas is that they didn't want to fight Golovkin, because you can't 1 minute say I'll fight him anywhere, and then the next minute say, well, we're not contractually obligated, which means that if you're not contractually obligated, you can make the call and you can go fight him somewhere else. You can go fight him on HBO. You can go fight him on Showtime. You can fight him on Australia TV. You can fight him on PBS if you wanted to, and you're not going to submit an offer. It makes no sense. And as per usual, you know, I'm not going to read the article. Lara's manager saying that they're ready for Golovkin. They're not ready for Golovkin because they're not even ready for the top 154 pounders. Lara hasn't fought a top 154 pounder. You know, he fought Valentin Martirosyan, who was on the lower level of the top 10. But I'm talking about they haven't fought no top 5 dudes in quite some time. And that division is a deep division. You got the Charlo brothers, Julian Williams, Demetrius Andrade, who I really think that'd be a good fight to watch. There's options there for Lara, and he's beginning to rest in his laurels. So I'm hoping I can get more to the bottom of this. I'll be at the fight, so if I see Louis Tacubas or Lara, I will interview them. And that's what it is. I just want to get my thoughts out there on this, because they're saying they're ready for Golovkin when we already know what's been said from Tacubas. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, or you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from being it. So until next time, take care, guys.